think so.
What letter is this?
Q.
Q. This is indeed a
I
Q.
found it.
All right, welcome to the Patriot Hour. I'm Michael, your host for 7/13/2018. It is Friday. We got Ben on the line, coming in remotely via where he is from. All right, we got Ben. Hey, Ben.
How you guys doing today?
Not doing too bad. Glad to have you on the show today.
Oh, some exciting stuff, man. Crazy stuff's happening here lately, and we had to hop on and do a little segment today for y'all.
Heck yeah. We were both kind of keeping up with Peter Strzok congressional meetings yesterday. What'd you think about
crazy.
that? What were you seeing unfold?
You know, it's interesting because it's the whole I plead the fifth. I don't know. I can't say. I think we were talking yesterday about halfway through the congressional hearing, the FBI did allow him to start asking or answering these questions, and the banter back and forth was almost. It was ridiculous for the fact that, you know, well, I need 15 minutes, and then 15 more seconds, I yield, and then there's this, and they're interrupting Gowdy and what he was talking about, and it's Stork is like a stork. The Strzok is like a little. He's a squirmy little worm because it's like, you know, you can't say his girlfriend or his, so it's his associate, and what did he mean? And like, well, he didn't have the transcripts to really articulate what he meant, and they were talking about text, and it's coming out pretty big, and there's no way to spin this thing of what's happening and how they're coming out, and these little congressional hearings are a pretty telltale sign of, you know, he has his name in the bottom of the report. Literally, he signed it. It's his name, and then he's sitting there. Well, who signed this? Well, I can't really tell you at this time. And he was like, look down the piece of paper. Whose name is that? Yeah, well, mine. So who made this? Well, okay, I guess I did. It's interesting.
Well, I would hold on here. I would add that I was saying that if either he's that sociopath, that Stroke, or he really is involved in some other investigation, maybe involving Hoover, that's ongoing. So he just knew he couldn't answer a lot of things. Of course, he got called to come, so he did it, but he was just there to appease. So either he was coming across that way and just like on a high horse of like, I can't say yes or no to a lot of this crap, but I'm here because you guys wanted me to be here, so I'm here. But yet, if it's not that, then holy crap. But that's about the only thing that can save him in my eyes, if he's a cooperating witness.
You're right, and there's how many other indictments are still being pursued?
Like he's got to be involved in something way bigger.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Maybe this is, you know, a dog and pony show, and having to, you know, parade him out, and we're all hoping, that leads to, you know, something much bigger, and for him not to be answering these questions, evading questions, people asking the Democrats, yelling back at the fourth and the Congress, talking about, well, what are the rules and how can you just happen? It's almost like we're not in second grade anymore. And so maybe the fact that he is, you know, a witness, he's been subpoenaed to other cases, other depositions that he's going to be giving in other form, and what he says here is on the record, and therefore it may affect these other indictments or ongoing investigations. I mean, that is a very valid point, and it's just hard because it almost would frustrate the common person just getting into this and looking at what's happening, and it's almost like the days of the big tobacco where they yell at these guys, well, it's causing cancer. Well, we told them it was causing the cancer, and we kind of feel like those days where it's like we're just, okay, nothing's happening, and he's not saying anything, and after 10 minutes of asking questions, he finally gives well, I don't know, maybe. So
can you see this on your end?
there. Would be probably at the airport, whatnot. See what
All right,
comes
so I
up
just
here.
typed in Peter Strozik or Stroke, and here, what is this? April 27th.
Mm-hmm. Where's it coming here? Right here.
Peter Stroke, Deputy Assistant Director of Counterintelligence, Cooperating Witness,
Cooperating witness.
power removed.
And then right underneath him is Lisa Page, attorney of yeah, there you go. Cooperating witness, power removed. So that's exactly what you were saying. You know, they've got these cooperating witnesses and some of these other things going on, and the power was removed. They kind of cut off his power, and you know.
Ooh, look at this one back on December 4th,
Have you seen?
2017.
Have you been watching the news since Friday? Who is Peter Strzok? Yeah.
How was he compromised?
How was he paid?
How was he paid? Who is Melissa Hodgman? Company? Title? Date of promotion? Focus on date? What events regarding Peter recently occurred that you now know? Think HRC emails, Weiner laptop, dates of promotion of wife. Is that his wife? Is that his wife?
Hogman, who is Melissa Company? Yeah, yeah, there you go. You know,
Hodgman and Stroke both graduated from Georgetown. So that's his wife.
Wow.
The one that he was cheating on. Yeah, Peter Stroke's wife, Melissa Hodgman. Ooh,
little jaded wife, got all kinds of information to spill. And now that old Page, his associate, is coming out in the what is it in the text?
Yeah, dude, this is crazy. So what? What do they want? How do they stack the deck? What do they want inside the government? What are puppets? How do you control a puppet? Number 2 in the FBI. Wife connection. What is a pattern? Follow the wives. Keep watching the news this week. Future proofs past. Oh, wow. Bombs away. Yeah, no, that was a couple of posts here with his name that comes up. I wonder if you take out Peter.
So what about Peter Strzok's boss, that Bill Priesnip, the head of his boss? He was power removed and cooperating witness as well.
That's it. Hey, this one's got answers.
Okay. From FBI engaged, oversaw Russian.
Staff attorney at SEC, Peter Stroke's wife.
Huh.
Stroke interviewed Huma concerning the HRC email on Tuesday, October 11th.
Okay, well, they were denying the whole thing. I don't know anything about that. I don't know what's going on there. Have no free will. They're controlling who no one is.
Connection to the Clintons. His wife got money from Clinton camp. McCabe.
Melissa Hogman, right there. The had been removed due to legal complaint. This is 5 links. What is that?
5 links.
LumenDatabase.org. Ooh. Benjamin Way. What is that? Yeah. See if this pulls up. Ooh.
Huh.
Five pairs are in play of motion.
Supreme Court of the State of New York. Manuel Mendez.
As a justice plaintiff, Christopher Bloomer. Broomer
Bummer,
against
Broomer.
Benjamin Way. Broomer, capital
Bummer for
LLC.
Broomer.
Benjamin. He's the New York Global Group defendants filing papers.
1 of 8.
Huh. What does it
Right
say
here.
here?
Plaintiff. Plaintiff commenced that.
Georgetown University, their law center. And so
Plaintiff is professor at Georgetown University Law Center and a sole African American on the National Judiciary Council, Heroin, NAC. He was part of a panel that upheld a decision by the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority issuing a lifetime ban from the security industry against 2 African American stockbrokers, non-parties William Schoolander and Tolman Harris. Defendant NYG Capital LLC, DBA New York Global Group. So what's it saying? What's
the very last one? It says website online digital magazine claims that combined investigative journalism with readers submitted comments. The complaint alleges that Benjamin Way, here in Way, is the CEO of New York Global and publisher contributor of the Bolt. The complaint alleged that almost a month after the NAC panel upheld the lifetime ban on non-party William Schooner Talmant Harris, the Bolt began publishing numerous articles defaming the defendant, the Bolt moving, NG, the Bolt, let's see, articles, Bolt here, another, the name, plaintiff. So, cause of action, defamation is a state in which complaint, so he's filing for defamation. Plaintiff demonstrates a likelihood, the ultimate success of the merits of defamation. So,
were you reading it off this?
the plaintiff established that he will suffer irreparable harm if the defendants are allowed to continue to post and maintain offensive articles on the blot. Harm caused by continuing offensive communication is irreparable when it is capable of injuring the plaintiff standing and reputation in all aspects. So it looks like a defamation case. That's
Defamation of character.
Yeah.
Seeking a temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction is granted. The defendants are enjoined and restrained from posting any article about the plaintiffs to the blot for the duration of this action. Wow. So that's what we got.
Wow, that's crazy. And then
BMT, basic military training.
There's all your training on what to do, on how to handle sensitive information, and what not to do.
Huh. All right, so that's kind of interesting stuff there. Interesting stuff.
Yeah, I mean, so it's definitely coming down. And when they're looking at this kind of stuff, I think these people who, I think a lot of times, like, they don't have the same last names, and they do that for a very good reason. I understand, like, if you have an actor or something like that, and their stage name is, whatever, and their real name in life is something else. But when you're dealing with these kind of people, why don't you guys, if they're married, husband and wife, how come they don't have the same last name? Would that mean that the American people start catching on? For professional reasons, yeah. The American people start catching on, like, wait a minute, everybody's either married or associated, and then, so maybe the wives, yeah, they're getting sick and tired of getting literally screwed over, and maybe they're coming up with all the pillow talk over the years and the deeds and the dirt that they know have gone on. Because let's face it, the husband and wife sanctity in the court is almost like an attorney-client privilege, where what's said between a husband and wife can't really be upheld in the court of law. So it's interesting, or can't not say withheld, but they can't be used as evidence against you if that pillow talk, if you will. So that's an interesting little side note on that one. But I mean, with all these indictments, it's just God only knows who's involved and how many indictments one person's involved in, and how far up they go. So it is definitely very interesting.
Yeah, no, this is definitely all unfolding. It's not a silent majority no more, they were saying. It's like everything's coming out. Everything. I was just looking at this one here. Let me see. I mean, back on June 27th? All this stuff that the POTUS has done. Like we were talking about, the economy, the GPD, not good enough. All these things that they wanted fixed, I guess, right away within the first year of his presidency.
Yeah, within the first 100 days, you're going to do all this stuff immediately. That couldn't happen in the last, 2 decades?
Yeah. Presidents had 8 years at least, and then you kind of look back and like, oh, he did a good job. And I guess it's just how people perceive things, and what's good for one doesn't necessarily feel good to the next guy. I don't know.
Well, you're right. It's how you look at it. It's like, well, we have this big issue. It's like, yeah, but look at the leaps and bounds and strides we've made in the last year and a half on these things versus what other presidents have done in prior administrations. And, going to a country saying we're going to do this and we're going to help you out, and it's all good dog and pony show. And the second they hop on the airplane and fly away, that's all said and done.
Look at this one from Peter Strzok. That PS stands for Peter Strzok. I think this was from his first interview behind closed doors. I don't know if we got a little taste of it. But Peter Strzok, text taken out of context. Peter Strzok, while emotional over the election, I conduct myself with the utmost integrity, without bias, while undertaking any such investigation, especially a high-profile case against the POTUS. P.S. In hindsight, it was a bad idea to openly discuss my feelings, but no way did those feelings impact my ability to conduct a fair and proper investigation. We heard a lot of this yesterday, didn't we?
Almost verbatim. He goes almost like he memorized this.
Yes.
He's like, okay, I got to get this out now.
We followed where the facts took us. But when it came to facts of Hillary Clinton, you kind of, I would say you didn't look too well.
Yeah. Well, look at this one. Yeah. I declined to answer the question on the advice from counsel.
That's exactly what we said yesterday.
Yes,
when you state where the facts led us, what facts are you referring to? To date, there have been zero evidence of any such collusion or connection between the Trump campaign and Russia. Where are the facts? We took us where the facts led us. What facts?
Where did they lead us? The Clinton camp and Russia and other foreign, groups.
Right there. Yeah. The only facts so far is Clinton camp and Russia foreign coup.
And what does this broken record say again?
On advice of counsel, I declined to answer that question because, P.S., Peter Strzok again, because of the ongoing investigation, such answers may violate the security of such investigation. See?
Which I consider is true. I mean, that's very true, but it's almost like, how come he just didn't say that from the very get-go? Like, well, I declined to answer that question on the advice from counsel. Then wouldn't you just say, look, there's some other ongoing investigations. I can't talk about that particular thing. If you want to ask me anything else, I'd be more than happy to. It's like, if we can help out one another, cool. And versus saying, yeah, I plead the fifth. No, I don't remember. I mean, that's a good one. Hey, there's other ongoing investigations. That right there would pretty much silence any attorney, any senator, any person who has half a brain. Like, oh, there's ongoing investigations. We know that we can't talk about that. That's widely known, and this is a part of our law. But yet he was again wiggling and dancing and really not wanting to answer the questions because he knew, and like, oh well, I just say it from the very beginning.
No, I agree. It's hard to figure out if that's what's happening or if this guy's just sociopath that much. I did like the question of they asked him about his wife You must have lied to her and all this stuff. And
I'm assuming you did, according to the texts that you wrote to your associate.
Let's see here.
Just so the record's clear, because it's been a little while, I didn't ask you the content of those interviews. I didn't ask you the names of who you interviewed. I asked you whether or not you interviewed.
Give me 1 second here.
Yeah, you can hear Gowdy trying to ask, whether or not you interviewed and asking these questions, and he's just trying to avoid these answers that pretty much are right in front of you. And understandably, yes, there are some ongoing investigations, but when you have a piece of paper that has your name on the bottom of it and they ask you, is that you? And you say, well, I really on advice, well, you can't, there's some of these things you just can't refute.
Let's see if we can get in on this one. Is that your phone going off?
Yeah, it's my fault. I'm sorry.
I keep looking. It's like
the
this
show. I know.
eighth time I've heard it. I didn't know if it was mine or.
I turn it off and put it over here. There we go.
See if you can recall this text that you received finally 2 days away from finishing ATPM. Do you know the president resigns in the end? What is ATPM? I believe it's a reference to the book All the President's Men. All right. Do you recall how you replied? Generally, I feigned surprise and said something to the effect that we should be so lucky or fortunate. No, lucky. Lucky in what way? Sir, that he would resign as president. You wanted him to resign 2 months into his presidency? Sir, my sense was.
I'm telling you.
Direction and things that are being done for the presidency. I thought you trusted the American people. I thought that was what you said in August of 2016, that the American people would stop him, and then they didn't stop him. And here we are in March, all of a sudden, not trusting the American people anymore.
yeah, exactly. Look at him squirming.
Of Americans for collusion with Russia. Sir, I couldn't answer that question. Sure you could. Well, we first, you know full well, sir, collusion is not a crime. I don't know where that term came from, but well, you're right. It's not. It's not conspiracy, coordination, collusion. A lot of people use those words in the same way. How about we say conspiracy? How many Americans have been indicted for conspiring with Russia to impact the 2016 election? None, to my knowledge. Yet. And we'll be happy to get Mr. Nadler as a witness in next week's hearing if he wants to help you answer that. So you wanted President Trump to resign 2 months into his presidency. No, sir. I think I read that text as a snarky comment about a book that was being read and a comment made. It is a conversational text exchange. It is not a.
Isn't that what it is? Conversation. I'm telling you how I feel. Wow.
Yeah.
Squirmy.
Help me, God, that we should be so lucky. Yes, sir, and I think you would accept as a very intelligent, sophisticated man that people frequently speak when they're texting or in conversation. You'll say things that are hyperbole or exaggeration.
Oh, see, they're trying to do word kung fu and hyperbole, and it's all about context and syntax. Oh.
I actually did not, but let's go. We've already passed the who gives a F, one more AD versus an investigation into impeachment, and I think we've already established that there is a school of thought that you can be impeached even if you're not a current office holder. You can be barred from holding office in the future, but you did not engage in any impeachment analysis in your other 2016 investigation into Senator Clinton. You saved all of that, candidate Trump. So I want to go to another text. You and I both know the odds are nothing. If I thought it was likely, I'd be there, no question. Now this is the day after Paul was appointed. You said be there, talking about on this team. Yes, sir. I hesitate to pause because of my gut.
He's just getting ripped up, man. He's doing everything he can not to answer these people. This is crazy.
In addition to disappointing the hell out of my Democrat colleagues, that someone who is investigating
There's no there. What is? What are we doing here?
He's losing him. Shit.
He's just God is giving the smackdown. And I'll tell him, what's going on here? Look at that. Look at that. You're not recognized. See, this is rules. Oh, he's yeah. Look at him. He's gnashing his teeth and he's saying, "I don't know. I wasn't this. It could have, couldn't been, maybe."
I can't get my lie out.
You can't. Oh my gosh.
My career.
And then look at that, Superman looking dude to the left of him. Hey, this guy is like,
Look at this
man.
guy. Look at Clark Kent over here above you.
I know you can't. Look at this
Jeez.
guy's like.
Where's a phone booth?
I know. We need a Superman here. I mean, you get the Joker or the Riddler is up here trying to explain his antics and trying to put there and is
Order. Time's up.
Oh, now he's getting aggressive. Look at that. He's telling them what they should know. Look at that. That's a classic move of I'm lying through my teeth. I'm trying to reverse it, make you look bad, and take the badness off me.
All of you heard me wrong.
All of you heard me. What you need to do.
Point of order. Look at him smiling.
He's like at point of order. He's all like, yeah, whoosh, I'm sure glad they rang the bell on that one because I was getting destroyed. Man, look at that. You can just look at them. He's like, I have done so much evil and I'm now basically been flipped. Rawr. Look at him. He knows that's her. She was like right on time. Order.
Damn.
Leave it alone. Whoa.
This is not Benghazi.
Wow.
Did you provide any information to reporters, journalists, or media personalities about anything related to Trump-Russia investigation in 2016, 17, or 18? No. Did the press ever talk
Lie.
to you, Agent
No.
Buck, about...
How did you just say lie? Oh, I mean no.
Lie. I mean, no.
No. Not true. No. You're a liar. Not true.
Lie number 2. No.
Look at how quickly he answers. Listen.
But I don't recall. Jim Jordan's firing. I scammed over it.
What do you mean? Pencil, paper, letters on what? Excuse me? Hold on, I need my glasses for this lie. Hold on.
Let me get my lies in order. Hold on.
All right. Says this, comparing now, the set is only identical to what McCain had. Parentheses, it has differences from what was given to us.
Okay, I'm good to go.
I don't need those anymore.
No.
Congressman,
He probably a little bit of pee came out right there. Just a little bit came out when he had to answer it.
Hang on a second. I just want my time stop if you could. Will you address and mute the chairman?
I'd like to just hold on.
I don't
My
want
lie
to do
takes 2 parts.
One is not talking to you, and the other one is asking somebody else.
My lie is going to take 2-part series. I got to talk to him first, lay the groundwork, and then I'm going to come back to you, and then you're going
The
to see what I
foundational
did.
lie. This is
gonna be
very big, people.
What the hell?
Aware of what the FBI told you, and you and I will have another chance to talk about that. But right now, the gentleman from Ohio controls the time.
Yikes.
Yes.
That's the question.
So,
What, can you repeat the question?
Then it says two, Lisa Page and a whole bunch of other key people at the FBI. So did you write it?
I did write this.
All right, let me ask you a couple questions about it. It has differences from what was given to us by Korn and Simpson. Who's Korn?
Sir, to answer that question, and I would love
Oh, wait a
to answer
minute.
that question.
I would love to, but I can't. My lie is not conducive to that.
Who's Simpson?
I have been certified. I cannot answer that question
You wrote about it. It's now public. Who's Korn? Who's Simpson?
based on direction by the FBI, sir. I am not able to answer questions about ongoing investigative matters.
I just want to figure.
Well, they're gonna flip this soon until he has to.
You're referencing 3 copies.
Look at him! Look at him! Like bobbing his head back and forth. Ghetto. He thinks he's gangster.
And the one that you
Gotti, baby.
Simpson. The one Kane gave to the one BuzzFeed has are identical in your words, but they have the Korn and Simpson one is different. Sir, it's kind of important.
It is important, and I want to answer your
It
question.
is.
And here's the
And I wanna. I really do.
But I got this lie, right? The foundation we talked about earlier in the line of questioning.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Croydon repeatedly asks a question, doesn't let him answer it. The gentleman from Ohio controls the time.
Lie?
That I read the dossier as it came in parts and pieces.
You've already told me you read it.
And
I want to know who
then
Korn and Simpson are.
and sir, what I'm telling you is that I have been directed I may not state the various places.
Okay,
Mm.
I got that. I know what you're saying. Did you ever communicate with David Korn?
No,
Did you ever communicate with Glenn Simpson?
no,
Did you ever communicate with Nellie Orr?
no,
Did you ever communicate with Bruce Orr?
yes. My recollection is somewhere between 3, possibly
This was part of the foundational lie. Remember, he was waiting for the story to tell.
16, early 2017 time frame.
What did you
Look at
talk
him.
about?
We talked about investigative matters that Mr. Orr was involved in.
Years ago, he knows the conversation, every word, what he talked about.
Investigation we're focused on here, Agent Strzok.
My direction,
My lie.
FBI,
Yeah.
may not
You heard it.
Are there 3 copies of the dossier as evidenced by what you said in his email?
Is he being clear that I can't? I want to talk about it, but it's not. My lie is not conducive to me talking about it.
3 copies of what?
The McCain copy, the BuzzFeed copy, and the one that we got from Korn and Simpson.
So the most I can say is we received a variety of copies of different types of.
Let me ask you one other question. Glenn Simpson testified in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee on August 22nd, 2017. He was asked, did anyone from Fusion ever communicate with the FBI? His response, no. No one from Fusion ever spoke with the FBI. So here's what I'm having trouble understanding. If Glenn Simpson says no one ever spoke with the FBI, how is it that you got a copy of the dossier from Simpson?
Sir, I can tell you I never had contact with Fusion, with Mr. Simpson, with Mr.
Well, it's gonna come out.
And again, sir, Chairman, regular order.
Sir, I would love to talk about it, but I cannot.
Gentlemen, will have a few more seconds since he was interrupted.
Well, I mean, this is frustration that every single member of this committee feels is when Agent Strzok won't answer, well, more importantly, the American people feel when Agent Strzok won't answer fundamental questions like the guy he references in an email, Korn and Simpson, and won't tell me who they are. This is unbelievable, but that's where it's gotten to now, and it's as frustrating as it can get, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Mr. Chairman, may I respond?
Briefly.
Sir, it is as frustrating to me as it is to you. I can tell you, sir, I would love.
You know what, Agent Strzok?
Now he's saying love. He wanted to last time. Now he would love to tell you the truth.
If it's so frustrating, answer the question. If you'll allow him to, I'm sure he will. He has never answered the question who burns things and all.
We're about to.
Gentlemen,
Oh, he loves this. He's like, woof, somebody else fighting my battle. Oh, jeez.
We're about to move on. The gentleman from Ohio's time's expired, and we're about to move on. Where Mr. Strzok.
Look at even Clark Kent over there is pretty dazed. Like, what's happening? He's like, geez, what's going on here?
Counsel, and I'm going to yield to Mr. Gowdy for the purpose of doing that right now.
Mr. Chairman, before Mr. Gowdy starts, may I respond to Mr. Jordan?
Very briefly.
Very briefly, sir, I would love to do that. There's an
Again, he states, I would love to. I mean, this is just getting ridiculous. He's like throwing a cat into a water and just like freaking out. I would love to tell you the truth.
ask all these questions, and I would love to answer each and every one of your questions.
But my time is up and I'm no longer. I yield back my time. Thank you.
Been advised that you can answer the questions here because guess what? This is the United States Congress where you're testifying, not under
Guess
the
what?
jurisdiction of the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Mr. Chairman, we cannot be asking about an ongoing investigation that is sabotaging an ongoing investigation by this committee, and that's what he's not cooperating with, and we should not do it.
It is
And he's
not-
not cooperating with that.
These questions are table-setting questions regarding the formation of this, and he can answer.
They're freaking out, man. They are freaking out because they know this is like, they know when this comes
Mr. Gotti, Mr.
down,
Gotti.
everything.
Can, and Mr. Gowdy can again ask his question.
Our gentleman from Ohio has asked for 15 seconds.
so, Agent Strzok, who's being square here? Glenn Simpson says no one refuses
Hold on.
the FBI. You say
This guy right here, he just don't like that, man.
from Simpson.
Mr. Chairman,
They're hating him, man. They are, man. They are definitely just squirming this.
All right, here we go.
Chairman, I'm sorry, point of order. Point of order.
General stated
The member of this committee just asserted that this witness was under oath, the former agent of the FBI lied. There's no evidence that has.
This guy, man, he don't like that, man. He don't like that hard truth questioning. Man. Look at it from Rhode Island. So I wonder where his constituents lie. Oh. Mr. Gomert's pissed, man.
Listen.
Order! Wait, are you kidding me? Look at this guy.
This is a disgrace. But it's not a disgrace to what this
Look
guy.
at it. Order.
Did you hear that? Hold on.
Look at this.
Oh man.
This is insanity, man. It is. It's no longer damage control. This is straight up like this is what happens when fish are out of water, they're floundering and dying, and they have nothing to go for. This is crazy,
no,
man.
it's,
This is crazy.
Crazy times, folks. Crazy times. So that was just a glimpse yesterday. A couple of the great different interactions, between testifying Peter Strzok and just members of the Congress. You know, they wanted questions, answers. That was a public setting. The guy, I don't think he was under oath or.
I think it was a congressional hearing where it was kind of like a Mark Zuckerberg when they talked about Facebook. They brought him in,
showed
they had
up.
questionings.
He wasn't
showed
there
up.
under
That was
subpoena. He
under
wasn't under
subpoena,
subpoena.
exactly. But I will say though, I mean, a lot of this stuff, is becoming more and more public. And what Q had talked about in posts months ago about, FBI agents colluding to, bias, all this kind of stuff is now coming out in congressional hearings, and you're seeing it on C-SPAN, you're seeing on the fake news, all these people, because they have how else you get the feed? It's from C-SPAN, it's at Congress. You can't like flip the switch and be like, well, and take parts and pieces out. They're asking the hard questions, and anybody who just has half a brain can see what's happening. It's like when you go to the principal's office when you're in school and you're in trouble and you're like, well, did you do this? Well, I didn't physically. Well, and it's just like they're using all the word games and the semantics and this stuff to try to spin it. But the American people and people like your subscribers and your followers, I mean, there's becoming a huge like national awareness of what's happening, and we're just not going to stand for it anymore. And I think that people are realizing more and more that these people have gotten away with, a lot of them, with murder, and man, even worse, and it's coming into full light. And these constitutional hearings are kind of just the start of how they're going to start draining the swamp and people implicated. And that's interesting. The post we read earlier in this in this show is the with the track the wives and what are they doing? What do they know? What's going on? And already the guy's screwed. He's already well-known cheated on his wife and got the text to prove it,
Yeah, no, I agree. And we were hitting the 45-minute mark. Probably going to there. I'm going to leave Ben with that last statement. That was great. I agree as well with the draining of the swamp. This is just the beginnings. I think, folks, this is just collectively everything coming. The big storm. We got congressional hearings going on. We got the indictments. People, something like this yesterday. You either just see this guy as a total bad actor, or that he was or is involved in a much bigger investigation that's going on, possibly with this Huber, who's been investigating since early November of 17. So keep in mind, you had Trump talking about the calm before the storm with all the military around him that one night in mid-October. 2 weeks later, the drops started on the 4chan. Supposedly an NSA, the good guys within the NSA doing a drop of all this information that we needed. And then you had Huber start the investigations in early November, and that's when all the indictments started rolling in at 2,000 to 3,000 that first month, and then on average now at 4,000, 5,000 a month. So it's been a huge thing to see unfold in all the little pieces, and now kind of a head front of it just coming in, like the storms just now starting to pound rain down real hard. But we still have a while to keep our eye on the whole back end of the storm that's got to roll over us yet. So any final closing?
No, I mean,
words?
I think we did a good job. The fact that it feels good to be back on the show and kind of get this the technical difficulties worked out, and hopefully we can keep on doing this. And no less is, man. What do the old Qs say? They've been descending. Keep all your trays locked in the upright position. They're going to be landing. This stuff is happening. So,
Yep. Nope. It looks real good.
Definitely excited.
Sound quality, I think's up on your end. Everything sounded good. I'm sure the people will let us know on that. They always do. So you guys let us know what you thought. Would you like to see Ben on more often? I know I would. We actually is probably going to be here in the studio. We'll try to get something coordinated here in the next few days to actually get a show with maybe Scott, Ben. It'd be great to have Nate. But, whatever we can work out, we will try. So, all right, we're going to wrap it up here. Ben, thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here real soon. Again, folks, check out his channel. I know he's just got all his equipment up. He's probably going to be working with Legacy Truths a little more. And I know you're kicking off a subsidiary channel that we'll be sure to hear about.
Yep.
You let us know, and we'll even put the link down below. I'm going to put the Legacy Truths down below, folks. Visit Ben's YouTube channel there and support him. All right, I'm Mike. This is a Patriot Hour. Ben, thanks for joining in, and we'll see you back here soon.
Thank you for having me.
All right, that's Ben, folks. All right, I'm Mike. This is a Patriot Hour. Thanks for stopping by. If you are new, please subscribe. Look down below for the links in the description box. And please like, share, comment. We love the comment section. It's been great. Other than that, have a great afternoon. God bless, Godspeed, and great afternoon to each and every one of you worldwide. This has been the Patriot Hour, and we'll see you back here on the next update video coming real soon.